Hello, and here I am giving you an example of a lawyer microsite and what the result is after you optimize it. So I'm doing a search here for Pocono's bankruptcy law, and as you see here, this is the microsite right here for Vincent Rubinho, and it is coming up not only in the Google Organics, but it's coming up on the local listings, which is more important in a lot of ways. And so this is an addition to the firm's main listing, so this is a second listing. So right off the bat, that's a great thing. But then as you see right here, this is the microsite as well in the organic listings. So that's a nice thing. And then it's also listed in the videos. But then as another example, Pocono's Bankruptcy Strasbourg, which is the location of the site, you see Google is giving its own listing, which it does sometimes when it only has one listing instead of the 3-pack. And so here it is in the organic listings as well. And then here is the firm's main site actually. So as you see, both sites are coming up, and that's exactly what you want. Then even for the term of Northeastern Pennsylvania bankruptcy, it's not coming up in the Google local because it's not, really specific to that area, but it is coming up right here in the organics in number 2. So that's Pennsylvania is a much bigger location to come up, and as you see, some of these other results are bigger firms, the courts, find law. So this is a good search, and a number 2 organic listing on top of a number 1 local listing is exactly what you want to see. I'm doing a search here for videos. That actually didn't come up. But even if we plug in Northwestern or Northeastern Pennsylvania bankruptcy lawyers, it's still coming up at number 3. Same thing for pretty much all of the other terms. Then also Monroe County bankruptcy lawyers, again not coming up in the locals yet, but as you see in the organic listing, Justia and Find Law pretty much dominate the top rankings. Very hard to get in there, but here is the microsite coming up at number 9, so at least on the front page. And that's a term that the main site was not coming up for, so that's another reason you want a microsite to see, can I be ranked for terms the main site's not coming up for? Then the last thing I'm going to show is Vince Rubinho Reviews. This is the attorney that runs the microsite. And as you see, anybody who's going to look for a lawyer, they're going to probably put his name in and put the term reviews just to see his AVIL reviews, lawyers.com reviews. But what I want to show you is what you also want to happen is you see how this right here, this is the microsite, and the stars are coming up in the search results. So this 5-star review is coming up in the search result multiple times here. Actually, I think 3 times. No, just 2 times here. So that's schema code that you put in, and what that does is you see it makes that listing stand out. And this is sort of a tip if you are a lawyer who is trying to get rid of a bad review. The best thing you're going to probably hope to do is get a number of positive reviews to bump that down. So as you see, multiple listings are coming up here from this site, and they're coming up because the schema code is in there. So if you had enough of them, they could possibly bump your bad reviews down. But the bottom line is, in this case, he has nothing but good reviews, and we're just trying to showcase those. And it's always good if you can get the stars to come up, whether it's on the Google Maps listing or on this, search results listing. Actually, the last thing I'm showing here is for the term Strasbourg, PA bankruptcy lawyer. As you see, we're going to do that search, and this is about the best thing that you're going to have happen, is that both of the listings are coming up in the Google 3-pack. So for the microsite here, he is at number 1, and the firm's main site is coming up at number 3. So that's, the best you're going to get. And then the firm's number 1 here, and then there are other listings on that front page. So that's about the best you're going to possibly do. And theoretically, if you could have more sites come up as well, you know, for different terms, so personal injury, estate law. But that is the way to dominate the local. And how that's done is a whole nother video. But this is an example just to show you how this can be done.